Hello and welcome. Everyone, please take a breath. We're going to breathe out today and all the stuff we need to breathe out. Keep breathing for me. Nice cleansing breath. Today is fading into the past. So everyone you spoke to, every situation and circumstance, every problem you might have encountered, it's over. And you know what? I'd like to ask you something. What problem do you have right now? Not 5 minutes ago, not 5 minutes from now, not in general, but like right exactly now. I don't have a problem at all right now. I have 2 fingers that are holding these, I'm very thankful for. I have ears that can listen to them. I'm breathing, I'm speaking, I'm here with you. So we can always, I promise you, we can always handle what's going on right now. We can't handle everything that happened over there, and we can't handle everything that's coming because we don't even know what it is. We can't handle it all. We can't. But we can digest and live with what's going on right now. And if we can boil our life down into a series of mini moments of now, even when we have to go to work is later. You know, we're getting ready, we're brushing our teeth. The only thing you're doing is brushing your teeth. That's it. So taste your toothpaste, feel the bristles on your teeth, feel the water in your mouth. That's all we want to focus on. And if we can, live our life that way, it's just a lot better. I promise you. Give it a try. Just give it a try. Don't let your mind say, what about this? And what about that? And what about this? And all this stuff and that person and this person. Oh, no. No, thank you. No, thank you. All right. I'm going to ding this one more time. And on that note, let's welcome Joseph, our favorite medium.
And here I am.
Yeah. What problem do you have right now, Joseph? Do you have any problems right now? Right now.
Problems? No, everything's good.
Yeah. That's good, right? I'm good. Right now I'm good. I got a lot of other stuff going on, but right now.
Yeah, everything's going good. No problems. So,
welcome. It's good to see you.
It was a wonderful intro. Thank you for doing the intro, Kristen. And I want to welcome everyone to our show, Night of Hope, Love, and Healing, or even of laughter, too. We keep on changing to healing and laughter. And we came up with this topic of this show during the COVID, where we had more free time to help those out there who have lost loved ones. And my heart goes deeply for those who have lost from COVID, and for those who have lost their jobs as well, who are grieving too. And tonight is, it's about oneness. It's about being one with the universe, one with ourselves. And this show it's not just only readings. We talk about spiritual topics, metaphysical stuff too. And Kristen and I were putting a whole business venture together. We're workshops and events we're going to be doing in the future. And hopefully we'll come to your state in the United States as well, as we brought out. So we're preparing. So in this COVID, now that they have a virus, the thing for the virus out there that's 90% effective, hopefully that this thing will get under control by the spring or by summer of next year, and we get back to life about normal again. So for those of you who are in the waiting room, I want to welcome. And for those of you who are listening outside the waiting room, I know it's flashing. A lot of you are trying to get in the waiting room. We only can hold up to 8 people at one time in StreamYard. So how this is going to work is we're gonna do a drawing. I got these little poker chips here with numbers 1 through 8. There we go. And everybody's numbered. Everybody's in line in the room. And I pick a number. I'm going to see who's in that spot. I'm going to read that person. After I read you, the person's going to disconnect from StreamYard, going to continue watching on Facebook or YouTube. Then the line is open. So when the key is, once someone is done with their reading, call in real quick to get that empty spot. That's the key. So what we're going to do is want to go pick someone, or you want to add something, Kristen?
I want to add a couple things. Is that okay, Joseph? Just a couple things. So, with the COVID that's happening right now, I just want to bring up that every person I know presently is struggling with some financial issues, some health issues. Hours are being cut back at work. Even today, work for me is slow, and I went to run my card. It was an account I hadn't checked in a little while, and I didn't have enough to even pay for my groceries today. Now, I have other accounts and stuff, but it was a surprise to me because I hadn't checked that account for a little while, and I realized at that moment what that must feel like for the many people out there. And they did the PPP and they did the stimulus, and we're supposed to be getting back to normal, but it's really slow going, and it's in the industry. It's around. So I wanted to let people know that you're not alone out there and how you're feeling. Try not to allow this time to create a lot of panic and depression in your lives. And just keep in mind, you're not alone. We are all going through this, and we're all going through this together. And what I have found is I've had to cut back on a few things. Maybe I can't do all of the things I wanted to do before, but it has made me realize how to live a little leaner and also to give a little more. And a beautiful story I'll say real quick that I heard today was a man who had lost his job during COVID and had a beautiful pregnant wife. And he said, well, I don't know what else to do. I don't have anything else to do. I don't have any money. So he said, I'm going to just start that little business that I said I always wanted to start. I always wanted to do this. And he is so successful at this business that he's now bought her childhood home, which was her dream, to raise their children in the home together. And it was this beautiful video where he had the paper that he writes on the poster boards, and she's there folding the poster boards, blindfolded. And at the end, you see her big pregnant belly. And she turns around and sees her childhood home, and he says, and I bought this house because I started that business during COVID. So we don't know that this is really a negative situation. And the fact that even my regular day job is slowing a little bit, that's really what's brought me here. So is it really, such a bad thing? I might have to cut out my cleaners every week, but hey. So I just wanted to let you know you're not alone, and I know how you feel. I felt it today. And there's lots of resources out there. And that's all. I just want to let people know that we're all going through it. We're all there. We're all there. Okay. And that's why we're trying to give back some positivity and some peace. And maybe there is that business. Maybe there's that book you wanted to write. Maybe you wanted to do dog sitting or babysitting or, I don't know, something that speaks to your heart and soul. Now's the time to look into that. Now's the time. So just do it. What else are you doing? Not much. Work's not working anymore. So, okay. What? I'm going to let that go. Oh, last thing, Joseph, is, because we can only get 8 people at a time, and I know that there's a lot of people waiting to get in, I have promised to keep my readings at 5 minutes. And so what I'm going to do is kind of ask if you guys have a specific question, or at least keep only 1 or 2 cards, keep my readings to 5 minutes so we can really get people in faster. And then I'm going to stop so we can get them in. And I'm going to stop.
Well, there you go. Yeah, once you do a few readings that way, you'll get used to it. Like I have a little time in my head, and I know when to wrap it up, and I just kind of go in there.
Yeah, I can talk for about 4 hours straight.
I know. You make it a private session when you're on here.
Yeah, guys, call me for private sessions. I need to pay my electricity bills.
Okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pick a number here, and we're going to match it up to the wall. And I see a lot of familiar faces, and I probably have brought loved ones in for you before. And if, like I said, Kristen came on board a few weeks ago, and she's wonderful. She's also a psychic, and she's brushing on her medium abilities as well. So
now, Joseph, I don't see anyone like I normally do, but that'll have to be next week.
Yeah, next week I'll give you my
Because
login
last
number.
week I saw people though. What happened last week? I could see everybody.
I think that was with Debbie, right?
Didn't you do StreamYard last week with us? Didn't we do it together?
Yeah, but I don't think I gave you my passcode. So yeah.
But I saw the people. But that's okay. That's okay. I'll make it work. I will read whoever you put in front of me.
Okay. I have the number. Last week we had number 1 like 3 times, and I got number 1 again.
Oh my gosh, Joseph, shake it better. No, just kidding.
Well, there's new people. I have Robin here, so I'm going to bring Robin on.
Oh, hi Robin.
Welcome. Go ahead and unmute yourself, Robin. Yeah.
How do I do that? I saw her. She's so cute. Me too. I don't know how to do it.
Okay.
You got it.
There we go. I was going to do it for you. Okay.
You figured it out.
It's nice to see you on, Robin.
Nice to see you too.
So
nice to see Kristen.
Hi, Robin.
This is the first time you're meeting Kristen, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, Kristen, I had the honor to bring her daughter through. We were talking about COVID. Her daughter did pass from COVID a few months ago, and
7.
And I went to her home for a little home party for friends and family, and then I got to meet her daughter personally through me and everything, and it was wonderful to connect with her and share the messages with you.
I'm sorry to hear that, Robin. I'm really sorry to hear that.
If you'd like to share a little bit about her, Robin.
She was the best thing in my whole life. She was 29 years old, and she lived in New York City. She was the head of digital platforms for People magazine, but the other side of her was the fact that she was this kind, generous, really good-hearted, pay it forward kind of person, and she did a lot of really generous things for other people that a lot of it I wasn't even aware of until she passed. And then all her friends, which she had a lot of best friends, all came forward to say how much she touched their lives, that she had such an effect on other people. But to me, she was just so special, and she would always make time for me and or come home every holiday. I would go to New York and see her. She always had a smile on her face. She was such a positive person, which I wish I could be more positive about. And I miss her so much. Every day I talk to her and I go in her room, and I just, I just can't get enough of her. And like, she asked me to forgive the person that gave it to her because it was one of her roommates. But I know, like, the spirits really don't want you to be sad. But I keep telling her now when I go in her room that, yeah, I'm not angry anymore, Allison. I forgive, that roommate and whatever. But the sadness in my heart is just pretty unbearable. I can't, I can't not be sad. I feel like I can't feel my emotions anymore. Like, I don't know how to be excited about something.
The sadness will always be there, Robin. And forgiveness is the hardest thing to do, but it helps. It helps heal our hearts to forgive. They say time heals all wounds, but when we lose a child like that, it's timeless, and we'll always miss them. But I always teach they're forever in our heart, and they're always here. We can always communicate to them, like how I hear her when she comes through me, when I bring her to you. That's how close she is to you. And you could probably hear her in your head as well as she talks to you. It's almost like, Mom, you can do this. You can push on, especially Dad. I know we can't do anything with COVID, but she's hoping that you and your husband will do something together, just to get out of the house, just the two of you. She's showing me the butterfly garden right now too. And there's new stuff in there. What did you put in the garden? She said you put new stuff in there.
Wow. Actually last week, the the gardener guy that I'm friends with, he promised he'd bring me some new pentas and some other butterfly plants because some of mine were like, woo, it was like a jungle back there.
Okay.
So he came and brought some new plants for me.
Well, this is what she's showing me is Allison, correct?
Yes.
Okay. She said, Allison, this is what Allison's showing me is that you have done some work on the garden, on the butterfly garden, and it's beautiful, Mom. I'm going to bring Kristen in for you, and I feel that she could feel some of Allison. I think she can relate. Oh, I want to say hello to your husband in the back. I could see him too. So,
Well,
and I want to thank you for having me in your home. And I just always feel Allison with me all the time. So, and I'm going to see what Kristen can bring for you too as well. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right. You're welcome.
Now, Robin, how does that make you feel when you hear Joseph know that you have new butterfly flowers going into your garden? Because the only way that Joseph would have known that is because Allison is with you every single second of every single moment that you are there at your house. So she sees everything that you do from the moment you wake up, from the moment you are not getting out of bed and not doing certain things and staying inside and in that pain. She actually can feel that. She can feel every single thing that's going on in your heart. And she's going to stay with you until you're feeling better. She will not go. So also sometimes a little bit of what you're feeling is her presence there. We do not understand, because this is over our pay grade, why the universe and why Source pulls some of their spirits home sooner than others. We do not understand that, and we will never understand that. So a lot of times when we're going through our mind and we're wondering, why did this happen? Why was this my daughter? Why was my daughter taken from me of everything that could happen? And then this might sound a little harsh, but working on accepting that you will not have that answer. You will never have that answer. But what we will have is a life to live still here, right now, every day, and learn how to live. She's not gone. So when I say without her, she is not gone. She is here in your home every day. She's watching you in your garden. She's with you in your kitchen. So every word that you say, in fact, she's not in New York anymore. She is in your house every day with you and your husband. So I know that a lot of what you're feeling inside of your heart, it's weighing on her. That pain that you feel, she feels. And it's like a devastation feeling. It's a complete devastation feeling. And those emotions are taking over you to the point where it's hard for you to breathe every day and really just function and live at all. Just to function and live at all is becoming more and more difficult. So I want you to know that she feels that. And I would like you to just consider, if not for yourself, Robin, for her, to try to alleviate some of that, to try to know that she's there, to trust that she's okay.
I do. But it doesn't, even though you believe those things, it doesn't really, like, I've had a lot of signs from her and things happen and things that only her and I would know. But it still doesn't substitute for being able to rub her hair or her neck, or for her to be able to physically talk to me. But I do have a lot of signs, but it just doesn't fill that huge void in my heart.
Her absence of physical presence and that void, it's never, like what Joseph said, it's never going to go away, because we're never going to get over the loss of our child. We're going to learn how to live with that. We're going to learn how to get stronger. We're going to learn how to live again. And I say this for you and for her, because she She can't go. She will not leave you. She will not cross over. Trust me, your daughter is a little spitfire. She was such a go-getter. She was so strong and smart and intelligent and really like kind of sassy and a bit of a leader too. So she was a pretty amazing girl. She was a lot like me, actually. I like her a lot. So, and I feel her. I mean, she really had her stuff together, you know? So imagine what she's doing over there. Imagine what she's doing over there, because we might not be here, but over there, there's a whole other thing over there. So there are children that she's helping to cross over. There are people that she's working with. There are angels that she's working with. She's got work to do over there. And that's probably why she was called back home, Robin. They needed her. She had some work to do over there. She came to be with you and your husband. She came, you were the best parents that she could possibly have ever asked for. You gave her the platform to be a strong and independent woman in this type of world. You know, she's like, they did this for me. They gave me the ground to stand upon so that I was able to have this amazing life here. She's like, but I was called home because I have work to do over here. And I don't want my mother to struggle every day. I don't want my mother to hurt every day. I don't want my mother to miss me every day. I don't want her to live this way. I don't want this for my mother. I cannot stand to see her like this. I cannot. She's like putting her foot down a little bit. She was strong, and she wants to see you living again. And I know that this is raw, and I know that this is fresh and new, and I can't ask you to do this right now because maybe it's a little soon for you, but I would like to ask you to at least consider it moving forward. Please just try to make a little bit of effort, because if not for you, Robin, for her. She does have some important work to do over there. And she's very concerned with you and your husband as well. So Dad's just shut down. He's locked up. He's inside. Everything he's going through is internal. It's inside of him.
Yep.
She loves you guys so much. She wants you outside. She keeps showing me the sunshine. She shows me you walking. She shows me you holding on to each other. Every ray of sunshine is for you. Every butterfly you see is for you. And she's sorry that she can't be here. She's so sorry that she can't be here for you. But she's here. Okay? She's here. And she wants to see you okay. She needs you to be okay. For her. And then trust me, she's like, Kristen, look at the things I got going on over here. Like she's got stuff to do over there. In fact, I see her working with children. So there's a lot of children that when they cross over, they're a little confused and they don't know where to go. And she's like this peppy, energetic go-getter. She's like, come on, guys, we're going this way. So she was called back home for a purpose. This is why we don't understand why it happened, because we can't understand it here. But they needed her back over there. And she came to love you and bless you while she was here. And, to be able to think about all the beautiful time that you were able to spend with her, all of the beautiful memories. And when you do in your mind, I promise you, when you rub your hands through her hair, in your mind, she feels it. She knows it. You are still with her and she is still with you. Okay? I promise you. And I want you to try. I want you to just try. Just promise me you're going to try.
Yeah.
And your husband and you need to be together right now, okay? You guys need to be together. I want you to go outside together. I want you to plant those flowers together. I want you to be together. I just need you guys to be together right now. You're going to have to pull him out. He needs you too. He needs you, okay?
Okay. Thank you, Robin.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kristen. That was wonderful. So,
Thank you.
okay. And if you could
Does she know
disconnect.
about my special surprise
Uh-oh.
tomorrow?
Say it again. Special surprise?
Yes. Does she know about my special surprise that I'm getting tomorrow in honor of her?
Joseph, that's an evidential. Let me think. Okay, I feel some kind of thing that has writing on it. That's all I have. Something that has writing, some kind of.
Yeah, I'm sure she
Okay.
does. I just totally disconnect because I lost my camera feed. I lost everything. That's why I was gone for so long, and I just got
Yeah,
back.
you did disappear. So
Yeah.
tell us, Rob, what are you getting?
My daughter's boyfriend had a golden doodle that she
Oh my
loved so
God,
much.
I heard a dog. I heard it. I heard a pet. I heard it, and I didn't say it. I'm sorry. I should have.
I'm waiting for 6 months, but I'm getting a mini golden doodle that's 3 months old tomorrow. It's a
Ah,
mini, and
yay!
it's named her best friend at People Magazine. I named it Zoe.
Oh,
Oh, Robin, this dog is very, very, very important in your
I
healing.
know.
This
I know.
is your healing puppy, okay? So you love on that puppy and you know her spirit is right there with you. Absolutely. Absolutely.
all
I should have
right.
said, I heard it. I heard the
That's
pet.
that's all right. And I got to get recentered to connect. All right, Robin.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Robin, come back and
Thank
show us
you.
the puppy. And I want
Okay.
to hear from you. I want to hear from you in a couple weeks. You're going to tell me how you're doing, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank
Thank you,
Thank
Robin.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
I should have said it. I saw the dog.
That's it. Don't hesitate. You know,
I know. I get so scared.
I got a
Like,
zen. I got to
because
get
in my mind, I'm like, a pet? Why would she get a pet? She doesn't seem like she'd want a pet. But yeah,
You should have said it. And in your
pet.
mind, that's how it works. And
maybe when I saw the engraving, because I see something being engraved, I bet you it's his dog tag.
that could
I
have
saw
been it.
something engraved.
Okay.
Maybe it's
All
a dog
right.
tag.
For those of you who are listening online or on Facebook or YouTube, we're picking numbers out. You have to be in the waiting room, though. I saw some comments. How do you get a number? Get into the waiting room. As soon as we read somebody, we're going to hang up, and then a room will open up for the next person to come in.
Joseph, remind them how important it is for them to share to their pages,
yes,
family and friends pages. That is how you can help us.
Please share.
Yeah, please.
So,
and follow. I believe we're working on Joseph getting 100,000 followers, and me too. Once I get a page, but I'm just going to follow Joseph.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and pick another. Let's try to get back into the time. I'm glad you kept talking because I was off the air.
Sorry. Yeah,
well, that's okay. Yeah, that's all right. I was off the air all this time. I finally got
okay. I saw that. I'm like, I don't know where Joseph is right now, but
okay. The number is number 5. So let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is Ethel. Ethel A. So I'm going to add you to the stream. Hi, Ethel. How are you?
Hi, Ethel.
Hi there. It's my first time.
Your first time?
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So where are you calling from?
From Sunrise, Florida.
Sunrise, Florida. So she's local.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. You're up in West Palm, right?
Yeah, she's in Boynton. I'm in Green Acres. We're not too far from each other up here.
That's local enough.
So yeah. So
are you from up north? Are you from up north at all?
No, not at all.
You have an accent that sounds familiar to me. It's reminding me of a few people I know. So I wonder why that's happening right now. They're showing me people. Okay. Yeah, they're showing me Joanne. They're showing me Swansea. They're showing me, I don't know. I'm seeing Boston. I don't know why.
What brings you on the show, Ethel? Is this the first time listening to the show then, or first? Okay.
One of my friends told me about you and shared that you had a broadcast today, and I was like, okay, let me check it out, and I added you as a friend.
See, this is what we mean, guys. Share. Yeah. That helps us out and helps everyone else out too. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for that.
So I decided to check it out because I had some loss in my life right now, and I'm struggling. I was crying with
what is the relationship, without giving me any names of the person that you lost?
Oh, you want me to share the relationships?
Yeah, like mom, dad, brother, sister, fiance,
and dad.
Mom and dad? Okay, this is the loss you're talking about?
Yes.
All right, I want you to count 1 to 5 for me and say your first name out loud 3 times.
Okay.
Just count 1 to 5 so I can hear you.
3, 4, 5. Ethel, Ethel, Ethel.
That's my on switch, Ethel. I do that to just kind of clear up and get the waves on there and stuff.
Okay.
And I have mom just very outgoing and just a person who likes to do everything for everyone. And what she's telling me is that what I'm hearing from her is that she just wants to let you know that she loves you very much, and she just wants to say thank you for everything. Thank you for being there. Thank you for helping her. Thank you for helping her get through. Who did you help walk? You helped me walk again, or something like that. I'm hearing. Who did you help walk again?
My mom.
Okay, so that's what she's saying. Thank you for helping me walk again. And another thing she wants to let you know is that she couldn't have done it without you. And she loves you very much, and she misses you. Did your dad pass first, by the way, Ethel?
No.
Okay, so your dad was helping her then as well, or?
Mhm.
Okay, all right. The heart, very fast, heart, lungs. Who was this, your father?
I don't. Yeah, it had to be because my dad died in his sleep 3
Okay,
months.
I have his heart stopping. So this is where he's coming through. What happens is when a couple's married for so long and they lose their spouse, a lot of times we lose our will to live. We want to be with that person. And I just felt like your dad was missing your mom and just needed to be with her. And her coming to him when he passed, probably when he dreams of her, and what he thought was a dream was her coming to him
No.
and just grabbing the hand and showing. I'm at the beach right now, and I don't know what you did at the beach, but did you do a certain ceremony, or did you walk the beach, or anything to do with the beach and the sand?
Yeah, I went. Yeah, I went to Fort Myers probably a month ago.
Okay, and you were talking to mom and dad in your head as you were walking the beach?
Yes.
All right, so this is what they're telling me, that when you were walking the beach and you were thinking them and talking to them, I always teach heaven is within, it's within our heart. This is where they hear us. So when you were speaking to them, they were saying, we heard you. Another thing Dad wants to let you know, everything is going to be okay. You're going through some stuff in your life, some difficulties. It can be hard, it can be rough, but he says, keep your head up. He says, it's almost like family. You know how family is and family are for each other, and you're surrounded by love. And you'll get through this. This is only a temporary time for you. And Dad wants to let you know that, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to bring Kristen back on here for you, and I'm going to have her add hers as well.
Thank you.
And but on my left shoulder here, I wrote a book called Speaking of Heaven. Our loved ones are only a breath away.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to send you the ebook. If you message me on Facebook, your email address, and I'm going to send you the ebook on there. There's a bunch of signs that they're sending you, and I want to make sure you know how to reach those signs. Okay, that's my gift to you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, I'm going to bring Kristen on for you now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to put my timer on so I don't talk for 30 minutes. Okay, Ethel, I have a few things. So I am I wouldn't even call myself a medium since I've been hanging out with Joseph. Spirits have been communicating with me, so I'm doing my best. And the only way for me to do that is say the things that are coming to my head. Sometimes they're right, sometimes they're wrong. I'm still learning. So I do have some interesting things that pulled up for you that are important for you to know about your life, but I keep seeing an image, and I'm just going to tell you what it is of a couple. I see a smaller statued woman who, I don't know what, she's like so cute. She's like this cute kind of like boppity little woman. Would that be your mother? And then I see, was she kind like so cute, she's got, okay. And then I see your father. I see a very, very close relationship with them. So I see him being like this one who's always caring for her and always taking care of her. And I see them having, like I said, a really close relationship, almost maybe like they were one person, one unit, one team, always moving around each other, always doing things together. Was that how they were?
Yeah.
Okay, thank goodness, because they're showing me that. So your mom is showing me like right next to your dad. So and she's little and he's big.
Yes.
Right? and she's so like, I don't know, like a little mouse or something.
Yes, that's her.
Oh, I see her. She's so cute. And he's so tall and like nice. And he's so kind of like comforting her and like, this is my girl. And she's like, oh, so they're together. They're together. Okay. And they are just, and I see them like I did in the life here. So they're just letting me know that together, they're watching you like you would watch a child on stage, like you would watch your child. They're like backstage watching you. So I wanted to let you know that they're right there. They haven't left you. They're there every day and they're overseeing what's happening in your life. Now, what I find very interesting. Okay, it's funny. They were like, let her know we see what's going on. Let her know we're watching. Let her know we see everything that's happening right now. And we're right here behind her, supporting her. And she's not alone. And I know she feels like she's all alone right now, but she's not alone. And we're here. And I wish that so they're showing me that like they're communicating with you. And I wish that she would acknowledge that we're communicating, because we're talking to her, but she feels like that we're not there, or like we've left her, or like she can't hear us.
Yeah.
Like you feel like they left you. So they're showing me that they're talking to you, but you're blocking the communication a little bit. I don't know if you're meaning to. I just think you feel like you're alone and that they've left you, and they're like right there. Like they haven't, like they're in the audience. Like they just wish that you would understand that and acknowledge that their presence, because that gives them great comfort when you're like, Mom and Dad, I know that you're there. I know you haven't left me. And something that you can do is remember, now you have a team of people who really love you and they have your back. They're on the other side where they can do lots of things that we can't do. So they would like you to really rely on them a little bit more. Like you're not like, they're here to help you. So it's like, Mom and Dad, I need your help. Now what's very fascinating with your cards is I pulled that you're very spiritual. You're a very spiritual being. Are you aware that you have gifts like this?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. You could be a light worker. You could be a healer. You could be potentially a medium, but you're in a lot of pain right now. So you're not taking any information in because you're in a lot of pain. So I'd like you to do some spiritual work. I'm happy that Joseph's giving you his book. I want to say that when I pull these cards for someone, it's not common. So you could be doing in my field. You could be working with us. So I don't know if you're aware of that. And what's also happened is that makes you very highly sensitive. So you're highly sensitive to all of the energies that are going on around you. And that's compiling and affecting you kind of twice as much because you're such an empath. So I want you to study a little bit about what it means to be an empath, to be a healer. I want you to start studying your books. Joseph, my timer's running out. I got a little bit more. And then let's see, the waiting game, passion, transformation. You're going through some transformation. I don't know if you have some love stuff, but you got some love stuff coming your way in a good way. Okay. So you are transforming right now. Your parents are with you and you're on the right path. So all the stuff that you're going through, I want you to, I'm going to say this with all the love in my heart, Ethel, wrap it up and let's get going because you have a life to live, baby. We need you back. We need you right here. Your parents have not left you and you are not alone and we need you. We need your energy. The whole world needs your energy. So look up empath, look up lightworker, read Joseph's book, and you're going to be on the right path.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for tuning in, Ethel.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ethel.
And make sure to check out our website. Kristen and I are putting our new website together. It'll be here in the future. But I Am Joseph will be the website, and we'll have that I'm Our Journey of Life. You can reach us there now as well. Or Kristen on Facebook, you can message her for a reading. And also you can message me on Facebook, or you can reach my office as well. And I want to welcome all the newcomers. The room is filled up now. And I'm going to go ahead and pick here what we have here. Lucky number 8. The last one here. We got Dylan. I think it's Dylan. Dyllyn. Is she there? I'm going to bring her. Oh, bring him there. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hi, Dylan. Look, Joseph, it's
Hey.
a boy. Hi.
We're getting better lighting.
I was telling him we need to get some guys on here.
Is this the first time you're calling in?
Okay, hello?
There we go. We can hear you.
Yeah. Yeah. It's my first time. My mother, she's addicted to you guys. She loves you guys. So.
Okay, good. So your mother made you call.
Dorothy from Okeechobee.
Yeah. I'm so glad you came on. Thank you.
Yeah.
What can we do?
I was telling him I need to get more guys. We have so many women, you know, because we're all feeling, we're touchy feely, but we need to get some guys on here too. So thank you for joining us.
So
No
how
problem,
come,
no
where are you
problem.
calling from,
Grab
Dylan?
me.
How can we help
Huh?
you today, Dylan?
Well, where are you calling from first?
I'm calling from Okeechobee, Florida.
Oh, Okeechobee. Okay. You must be in with Roger and all them,
Yeah.
Okeechobee and Robin and okay.
Oh yeah, they will refer you guys anytime.
Yeah, they have had me there a lot of times. So
They got
Like the town of
stories.
Okeechobee, Joseph?
yeah, the town of Okeechobee. Yeah. So I've been there a few times doing home galleries. All right, Dylan, what can we help you with today?
I wanted to see if I can, talk to my brothers and see if anything can come through you guys.
I want you to count 1 to 5 for me and say your first name 3 times.
What was the first part? Sorry.
Just count 1 to 5 out loud.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dylan Heasley. Dylan Heasley. Dylan Heasley.
Thank you, Dylan. Okay. Well, Dylan, did you do a tattoo yet in his honor? Or is that something you're doing?
No.
I got somebody who
Not
did
quite.
a tattoo. Is there anybody you know that did a tattoo in his honor?
My older brother did. Yep.
There we go. Okay, so he's talking about your older brother who did a tattoo right over here in your brother's honor.
Back. Or yeah.
Oh, the back. Okay.
Back of
That's
it.
fine. All right. So he just wants to honor the tattoo that your older brother did for him. If he has to say he's sorry for a reason, does that make sense about his death? About what happened to him?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. Before we go there, something about his truck or something about a truck on there. Anything happened?
His car.
Okay. Do you have his car or anything like that?
He got in an accident.
Is that how he passed away?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So then that's what he's talking about, the vehicle. And he has to, that's where he's coming through and about the accident and stuff. I just have a person that's very outgoing. And what I'm hearing from him is just he misses everybody. He wants to say thank you for the celebration that everybody did in his honor. Thank you for being the brother. I have the 3 brothers. Is he the middle one? Is he the middle
Quite
brother,
in a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, he's the oldest.
Okay.
But I'm the middle.
You're the middle brother. All right, so he's addressing you as the middle brother. He says, my 3 brothers. He said, there are 3 of brothers, and then he's saying the middle one. So you're the middle child. Okay. So you're the go-between. And that's what he's talking about. He's talking about a special, who served in the military, by the way? Did he serve?
I believe, he did.
Okay.
No, he didn't.
Okay. I corrected on there. All right. Did anybody want to be a police officer or anything like that in the family?
Not quite.
Or is anybody serving in the military that he's related to?
Kinda. A lot of things don't come up in, to my mind as quick.
That's fine. Well, let me just tell you that with your brother, I found it was an accident. That's how he passed away. I felt like he was larger than life. I felt like a lot of people loved who he is. And he always looked after you. He's calling my little brothers, he said. And he always looked after his little brothers. And he just wants to let you know that the hardest thing is to forgive, and maybe the person that was involved in the whole situation. But the hardest thing is to forgive. And he's just letting you know that everything is okay, and he's okay. So what I'm going to bring Kristen on. I bet you she can probably feel him better than I can on here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Totally. I have a
But you
disclaimer.
think I do feel it.
Okay. So I am not a medium. When I hang out with Joseph, spirits like to talk to me. I am just trying to do my best here. So I'm going to just tell you what I feel, and I don't know who I'm seeing, but I do see a guy, right? And I don't know if he's got like longer black hair. I don't know if it's a little stringy, maybe. I don't know if it's a little curly at the bottom. I don't know. Is that anyone that you know? He's got, I don't know why I see like string. Okay, I see a little sweaty. I see like a little kind of I want to say ambitious, a little controlling, but not in a bad way, but just like, come on, let's go. This is what we're going to do. This is the plans. This is where we're going. Come on, let's go. Get in the car. We're going here. Let's go. Everyone come. So I see him being a little more of like the guy who made the plans and then brought everyone else around. Okay, so there's a littler brother. Was he a lot quieter and calmer and shyer? A little like quiet.
He was
and
more,
kind of
close to him than I was.
He was a little more wet.
Yeah.
He was a little more wet.
Closer to my brother.
Closer. Okay. So I see that your older brother is a little bit overshadowing your younger brother in a way, like because I see your younger brother is feeling very much like a child to the older brother. Like the older brother is taking care of the younger brother a lot. So I feel a child with the younger brother, like a younger soul, and he's a little softer and a little quieter and kind of like always kind of down for, wait, where are we going? What's going on? What's happening right now? And your older brother's got like these ideas. I actually see he's got some really defined kind of muscles. I don't know, he's like a little tall, a little lanky. I mean, I see jeans. I see him going. I don't know. I see mud. I see the woods. I see him. I don't know if he's fishing, right? Is that what? Was that a yes?
It sounds like.
It sounds like him? Okay, good. So I see him. No, it's okay. He's showing me that. Like he's showing me, then that's what he's showing me, that he was always trying to go somewhere. Again, he's showing me his muscles, I guess, but not muscles, but like lean. So, and I would call him kind of good looking, but he wasn't overly into girls a lot. Not that he wasn't into girls, but like he wasn't like a womanizer or anything. He kind of, and I showed him a little bit kind of like he stayed, I don't know if he was staying a little to himself or kind of just like, you guys are like you and your little brother. He's only showing me you guys. He's not showing me a lot of other people or a lot of different things. He's showing me kind of like a tight knit.
Yeah.
Yes.
It sounds like, my older brother and my little brother, they do kind of resemble each other too. And, it does sound like my brother is saying, he's following him, for the strength that he needs to, my little brother. And it does sound like he is just telling me to basically, always, when I look at my little, to, kind of think of that too.
Yeah, well, I see
my mom's
them.
begging me to ask you for a card reading.
Okay, so listen, this is where I forgot to flip my timer. Joseph, just give me 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Go ahead.
Dylan, you're like, are you aware at all that you're a spiritual badass? Do you know that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Does your mother know that? Like, you're like,
I feel it. Yeah, I do.
I don't know what else to say. A spiritual badass for real, man. Like you see a lot of things. You know a lot of things. You know things before they happen. You feel everybody's energy. You might keep it all to yourself though, and you're not sharing all that because it's like, you don't have the people around you to share it, nor would you even think to share it, but it's real. It's happening. The world needs your energy. So you have the whole world at your fingertips, babe. Like for real, man. Like whatever it is that you're doing for your day job, it's probably not what you need to be doing. You need to be doing more with this. You need to explore this a little further. You need to develop this. You need to clear up your energy that's around you. I don't know if you have some influences, which I don't really see. I see a couple little influences in your life, but basically you're pulling the cards of like a spiritual master, which doesn't happen all the time. So that means you're basically like a light worker master in this body. And it would really do you good to develop this gift and take some classes, take some courses, read some books, and figure out what your gifts really are and how you can help us. Because join us, on Monday nights, I have a show that explains a lot of this stuff, Dylan. So if you want to pipe in with me on Monday nights, we talk a lot about this.
Yeah.
Now, because I already would know exactly.
Because I really.
You what?
Yeah, I really do feel, I feel it. I feel, the power and
yeah, I see it.
A lot of times, I get called, crazy or and that kind of shuts it down.
Welcome to our world.
But I always
welcome to our world. So Dylan, you could do
nothing.
So you should reach out to me. Reach out to me on Facebook, okay?
Okay.
Facebook, message me, Dylan.
Okay.
And we'll talk. But so you know what? You're welcome. You have the stuff that the sadness though. The sadness is blocking a little bit of stuff. So love it. Your brothers are right there. They're together. That sadness is the one card that pulled that's blocking a little bit of this stuff from coming through. So, but if Facebook message me, we'll talk some more.
Thank you, Dylan.
Thank you.
Take care.
Remind me to flip my timer, Joseph.
Oh, I'm going to get a buzzer and going to buzz you.
Buzz you. Ring me. What about ding? You need a bell or a nice bell, like a doon, doon, doon. And that's like, wrap it up. Wrap it up.
That's a good idea. A nice bell.
Yeah, I need it. I'm sorry. I'm going to remember I'm going to put it right in front of me.
For those of you who are tuning in, I have a chips here with numbers, and I'm going to pick a number for those who are having readings. For those of you who are watching online, wondering how to get a reading, the room fills up with 8 people, and once somebody has a reading, please disconnect off of here. Dylan, I'm going to ask you to disconnect here.
And Joseph, tell everyone to share our videos, please, guys. Share our videos. Share. Tell your friends, tell your families. That helps us. We're trying to get to 100,000 people following us because we met a medium and he's cool and he's got 100,000. So why can't we? That's what I think.
Kristen and I were coming up with a lot of workshops we're going to do, online workshops, in-person workshops. We're going to get our heads together. And
so like had I had that workshop ready, I would have been able to recommend Dylan get it because he needs it. Because he's out there, he's got these abilities. He doesn't know what to do with them. He doesn't know who to talk to. He's running around empath, light working, psychic stuff, and he's like alone out there.
I do have the workshops in person at the Jamar Enlightenment Center, and possibly December I'll be doing something like intuitive development. It's unlock your psychic mind type workshop. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pick another person. Share, everybody. Like I said, the more you share, the better we'll reach people and we can keep going here. For those of you in the queue, if you want to hear from a loved one, I'm a direct dial. I just need to know the relationship of the person as well. If you have a question, a life path question, it's best to ask the question as specific as you can for me. You can do the same thing for Kristen, ask the question and be able to answer that. So I'm going to go ahead and pick a number here. It's the number 6 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have a Jenna on number 6 here. I'm going to add her to the stream. Hi, Jenna. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Welcome.
Hi, Jenna.
Have you called in before?
No, I haven't. I'm actually calling in from Staten Island, New York. A neighbor of mine was on last week, and she was highly recommending you guys.
Welcome. So how can we help you?
I was hoping to connect to my boyfriend.
Okay. I want you to count 1 to 5 and say your first name 3 times for me, Jenna.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jenna, Jenna, Jenna.
All right, Jenna. Thank you very much. What I have is a person that needed, if I said he needed help, is a person that you try to help him get through a lot of stuff. And he says that you were always was there for him. He want to let you know that, Jenna, he wants to thank you too for everything. If I said sorry he gave up, does that make sense for some reason?
Sure.
Did he have addiction problems, Jenna, or anything like that?
No.
Okay. Sorry I gave up. Was he very sick or something like that? But it's something that he says he wants. Sorry I gave up on us. Those are the words he wanted to use.
So he had a brain aneurysm.
Okay.
And when he was in the hospital, I had said that to him. I said, you can't do this. We have to do things.
All right. So that's what he says. I'm sorry I gave up on us. And he just wanted to let you know how much he loves you. There was no going back. He said he had a hard time seeing too. And he heard everything that you told him, everything that you said to him, Jenna. You held his hand tight and you squeezed his hand and you told him, I love you. I wanted to spend the rest of my life with you. And he just wants to let you know that I heard every word. And I wish we could have spent, seldom do we come across a person that really fills our soul. When they say soulmates, twin flames, you two were that way. You completed each other. Everybody would talk about the two of you, how wonderful of a couple you were.
Yeah.
And how you were the envy of your girlfriends on times too. He said, I spoiled you.
Well, I spoiled him. We were high school sweethearts. We were like the home team. Everyone was rooting for us.
And that's what he said. All your girlfriends and everything were saying how wonderful a couple you were. And you were his everything. When I say soulmates, meaning that if you were high school sweethearts, that means you were destined to meet early in life and to be with each other. Our soul lasts forever. It's eternity. And his soul will always be a part of you. And he'll always live here within you. And no matter where you go in life, if you marry, have children in the future, he'll always still be a part here. He'll always encourage you to go on. He'll always be happy about your life. And he'll always be wishing you the best. And he's just that type of person. And he'll always, anything great, anything, I always wish the best for my little Jenna. Everything's best for my Jenna.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm at Coney Island right now. What happened at Coney Island? On here. And the amusement park. Let me just say an amusement park you show me. Did he ever, in high school, did he ever win you a big teddy or something like that, or stuffed animal or something?
I'm sure. Nothing comes to mind though, but we did everything together.
Have you done anything on the boardwalk or anything like that in New York or anything like that? He's taken me to a boardwalk place.
Not recently.
In your lifetime. It could be in your lifetime.
Oh, of course. I'm on Staten Island. It's a beach.
So something about walking the boardwalk, July, fireworks. So
yes.
This is what I'm talking about, okay?
Yes, we did that.
It's high school, so he's going to bring memories. Now, he said he won you a big stuffed animal, too, at a carnival or a fair or something like that years ago.
Yeah.
Maybe 17 or 18 he's bringing. He bought a cheap ring for you, too.
No.
Talking about when you're 17 or 18.
Oh, he did. You're right. It was my promise ring before we went to college.
Right. He bought you a cheap ring. That little a metal painted gold ring.
Mm-hmm.
Just on there. So he's talking about when you met, and he's going back then and everything. And this is what he's talking about. He sent her a red rose, too. And he's saying it's very important to send her flowers.
Yes, I gave him a red rose. When we were burying him, they were handing out roses and mine was yellow. And I said, no, it needs to be red.
So when you gave the red rose to him, he's giving you a red rose back. Okay? And he just wants to tell you how much he loves you. And he's always with you. And like I said, you can always talk to him within your heart.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to bring Kristen on for you. She feels a little different than I do. We kind of complement each other when we do this. And I'm going to have her bring her expertise for you. Okay?
Thank you.
Hi, Jenna.
Hi, Kristen.
So it's so cool because I want to let you know he came immediately here.
Good, because I thought him
There wasn't a freaking second that went by. You popped up, he popped in and shot me with vibrational chills all over my body a number of times. Like, look, there she is. Look, she's here. Look, she's here. He did tell me that like you wanted to hear something specific, or that like you wanted to hear him say something. I wish I was a little bit better because then I would know what it was. But I know I heard that enough. Like she's waiting for me to say something. A lot of times when I'm new at talking to spirits, and I'll be honest, many times they don't give me the chills. So when he's giving me the chills, he's so strong and so powerful and so present and so not left you at all. And that is, he's like really wants you to know that he hasn't left you and that he's still here. And even the other day I met a woman and she was like, my son passed away, and I'm like waiting for the chills and like nothing happened. And actually I was going to talk to Joseph what that means, and I haven't felt them in a little while. But so the fact that he's like instantly like 3 times like zapped me, just really, he's very powerful, and he's really insistent in letting you know that he has not left you, that he has not left you. So I think that's a big thing. He is showing me that, like what Joseph said, like your love is kind of like timeless. So your love was really bonded. It's going to go a little bit beyond time and space. And that, like what Joseph said, again, he's going to be there throughout all of the aspects of your life. Like he's your team player. He's your teammate. He's not going anywhere. And even when you cross over, no matter who you've been with or what you've done, he's going to be there. And whomever you meet, he's going to be there. And there's going to be some children involved, and he's going to be there. He's like, I don't care. This is what he's telling me. Like, I don't care. I'm not going anywhere. I don't care. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to stay right here. So he's just happy to live your life with you. I hope that causes you comfort versus 10 years from now when he's still there, you got like your best friend on the other side. I don't know, at some point you might be ready to let him go, but you're going to have to tell him. He's like, no, she's going to have to tell me that because I'm not going anywhere. So he's like, yeah. So, which is a beautiful thing. Like I said, I'm not sure if there was something specific you were asking him to tell you. Was there? Because I think he's kind of saying it again. Like she wants me to say something. She's waiting for me to
just anything specific. That's all I was just saying. Like if you can pinpoint one thing almost exactly.
Okay, I think that's what he's saying. He's like, she wants specifics. I'm like, that's not my specialty. That's a little more Joseph. So I'm hoping that ring kind of worked. I'm hoping that ring, because remember, it took you a second to remember it. I want you to really know that just because he's not in his physical body doesn't mean he's not sleeping right next to you, which can, I know it's weird. Trust me. It's so weird, especially when I'm in the bathroom. I'm like, guys, like I'm in the bathroom. Like there's boundaries here. And they know
that's what I wonder. I wonder if there are boundaries. And I keep saying like, do you see me in the shower? Like, do you hear my thoughts, or do you only hear me when I speak to you? Like,
Jenna, they hear your thoughts, girl, and it's weird. I'm so sorry. They hear it all. It's weird to get used to, and I know that they hear it all because they've been in my head and said things that they shouldn't know or shouldn't say, and I'm like, how is that possible? But they do hear your thoughts, but it's different for them over there because they understand what we're going through, and we're here on earth because we're mastering our sensations and stuff. Whereas now they're in the spirit form, so they don't have that kind of connection. But like your morning coffee, he's right there next to you. Your car rides, the music that comes on your radios, the songs are for you. He specifically, he's like, yes, I am specifically playing songs for her in the radio while she is driving. I would like her to know that she's like, oh my God, like that reminds me of you. Could it be you? Is it you? It's him. It's him. He wants you to know that it's him. And he's like making me, it's so funny. I shave my legs and then they go, what?
You're getting it now. Like when he was telling you, like, you got to be specific. This is the kind of specific that I was talking about. Like I listen to the radio. All songs are about love. All songs are about relationships. And of course they make me think of him. And to an extent, I'm like, is it you? Is it not you? What is you?
It's you. Look, I just shaved. And I'm getting all sorts of, my hair is growing out of my legs right now because he keeps giving me the chills. I wish you could see them. He's like, yes, that's me. Yes, that is me. Tell her it is me. Validate it. And I'm like wondering, how do you guys hijack the radio. I just want to know, when you're over there, how do you do it? And they have shown me that what they do is they put their hands and like they work the head of the person playing the songs on the radio station, because there's no time and space. There's no bind. So he goes to the radio station. He's like, play this song for her. And he makes you turn. And then he tells you, turn on the radio. Turn on this station right now. So when you hear that, that's him. And that song is him. And so he wants you to know that, okay? He wants you to just know that it's him.
I'd like to add something too, also, Jenna. We're talking about how they see us. You had a close relationship. He's your soulmate. So he'll see you as the present being as you are now. But our relatives, like our grandparents and things like that, they see us as energy. They don't see us as physical. So, but as long as you want him to see you, he'll see you as you are today. But in the future, 10, 15 years, if you have a family and a husband, he won't see you like that anymore. He'll see you as spirit. When we have signs and stuff like the radio and stuff like that, when thoughts come in our head, yeah, this is when he puts that thought. Maybe that song was playing on that station and he put that thought, turn the radio now, or just listen, it's coming up. And this is how it comes up on there too. So, and I just wanted to add my stuff.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they've told me, like, I made them play that song for you. And I'm like, yes, thank you. So I just, one thing is no postponing living because of this. No postponement anymore. So you've been postponing a little bit, kind of watching the world go by a little bit, watching things happen on the outside of the window, watching things happen, and you just really haven't wanted to immerse yourself back into the world. And I just want to know it pulled, and it's showing me that positive movement forward, like it's time to kind of make some movements, some transformation, and work on the headspace, work on finding that peace there. Don't spend too much time where you're at. It's okay right now, but don't dwell here for too long, okay? Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Jenna.
Thank you for listening, Jenna. Okay. Wow. Isn't that nice to have a nice connection like that?
Yeah, I would like to see Coney Island and a big teddy bears and rings. And yeah, I would like to see that, but I don't.
He showed me them. She showed them together as kids and teenagers when they first fell in love, and how he got the promise ring, like a plastic ring. It was a gold. It was a cheap ring, but that was over until he could afford a better ring. And how much he really loved her, and that's how his personality was just.
I heard how much he loves her too. I heard it, like he really loves this girl. Like they were connected, like you said, soulmates, twin flames, and that's hard to be separated from that person.
And Jeff, if you're listening on Facebook, I forgot to mention, I like to gift you my book, Speaking to Heaven. So just message me in my messenger, and I'll go ahead and send that to you. All right, let's go ahead and pick up another person here. Number 6 now. Number 6 comes up what? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 is Angel Love.
Oh, and Angel Love's like, can I get a reading? I just saw Angel Love in our chat. So, yeah, Angel, it's your time.
I'm going to bring you up here, Angel. Hi, Angel. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Have you been on the show before? Or is this the first time?
One other time 2 months ago.
Oh, can't hear you. There we go.
Oh, I heard
one
it.
other time
2 months ago. All right, so you got all right, so you met Christine the last time. Now this is Kristen. So how can we help you?
I just want to know if family's around and what they say, what they got to say.
Any particular family members you like to connect with?
My mom, my grandma, my brother.
Okay. Who was the gardener? Who liked to plant a lot of stuff?
I did. As far as I know, I did. I don't know about family.
Did you ever do anything with sunflowers, by the way? I'm seeing sunflowers all over the place. Now, did your mom or grandmother knew about your planting?
No.
Okay. They're showing me you planting sunflowers, big sunflowers, giant sunflowers. I'm seeing. And they want to let you know the sunflowers are beautiful. So I guess that's their way of letting you know that they're around, that they're watching you, and that they're still there. Wow, operation or something like that. If somebody had to have surgery in the family, they're asking about too? Or did something
No,
happen during surgery with one of them?
I don't know about with surgery, but I've been wanting surgery. So
Then we're talking all about you then, Angel.
I'm probably letting you know, hey, I hear all this stuff. I hear it.
Because if they're telling you you're the one who planted the sunflowers and you have giant sunflowers, they're talking about somebody wants surgery or somebody's having surgery. So if this is
Mhm.
something that you're having, I think they want to give you confirmation that it's okay. Sometimes we're worried, should I do this or not? And I think this is your mom's way of letting you know that it's all right. Don't worry about it. Now, who had cancer in the family, by the way?
My mom.
Okay. She was a strong woman.
Hmm.
And she said that, she said, you know, when life gives you lemon, you make lemonade. I don't know if that was
Yeah.
the saying she always said.
Yeah.
Okay. But that's what she told me word for word to tell you. And what she wants me to let you know is that she wants to tell you that you can get through some stuff. You can get through a lot of things that you're going through right now. You just got to be patient. You got to work through. There's some decisions you're going to make in your life. She says, Angel, just be patient, think things through. Things are going to be okay. And that's the main thing she wants to say. She says, I miss you with all my heart. I thank you for being there when I needed you, and you helped me through a lot, she says. I'm seeing either a cuckoo clock or something about a clock I'm hearing. What is a old clock or something like that? Sometimes it means Germany too, those cuckoo clocks. Anybody from Germany or anything like that? Ancestry?
Not that I know of. No, other than the other side of the family's cuckoo.
But what about a grandfather clock or something, something clock?
No,
All right, so
I don't.
if I use the word cuckoo, you saying the other side of the family is crazy?
Yeah, something like that. So I might be crazy too. So
All right, so maybe that's their way. I had to use cuckoo. So, um, well, I think it's mom coming through. She knows what you're going through, and she just wanted to let you know that she's there and she's hanging around. Okay. I'm going to bring Kristen on for you here next.
I turned my timer, Joseph. I did it.
There you go. That way we can get to more people.
Okay, so I'm seeing, Angel, that actually that you're experiencing a lot of stress right now in your life.
Mhm.
What I would like to bring to your attention is that where all of this kind of energy that's around you, that's very heavy and very dense and a little suffocating, you have some attachments from your past lives, which I think is what Joseph actually probably touched on a little bit about Germany and the cuckoo clock and whatnot. You have a lot of like past life energy that you've brought into this particular life. And at this particular lifetime, you have a choice to try to face it and to digest it and to get rid of it. Because, babe, where you're living right now, in the environment that you're living in, it's not healthy, for you. It's unhealthy for your soul. And your soul is hurting and struggling right now. I am going to throw that I see some traveling, but I don't know if that means like I need you to move away from this situation, or potentially you're going to be traveling somewhere different. I don't know if you have plans for that, so I'm just going to let you know that it's there. I'm going to let you know that there's some energy around you that's very abrasive, like, do this, I need you to go here, I need you to do this, and you can't. And sometimes you feel like you're running around in circles and you can't get anything done and you can't do anything right, and it's exhausting you. Okay. So I also see that there's some things that have happened in your past that have really traumatized you, and the trauma that you experienced in your past is clinging to you right now, and that's affecting how you're living right now. So the things that have happened are affecting your entire life because it was traumatizing to you. So we haven't learned how to let that go. Sometimes when we have this type of energy that's it's a little oppressive, a little kind of controlling, and like I said, your beautiful soul, your beautiful, innocent, precious soul, which is amazing. Like, you're amazing, but you don't feel like that right now because of what's around you right now. So like there's some mind stuff that's affecting you. So you have, and it's not only you, but it's the energy that's around you. And I'm not going to pinpoint where that energy belongs because I feel like that's personal. And I feel like I'm going to allow you to put that where it goes, but the stuff that's happening with the mind, it's a little polluted, and I don't know if it's your mind or if it's the energy that's around you again, but it's suppressing your soul. So I would like to ask you to kind of break through this, and I'd like to ask you to kind of assess, the energy that's around you, because I've been in this energy. I've lived right where you're at. I've experienced exactly what you're going through right now. And, we can't stay there for long. We can't make a life of it. Okay. We have to take the courage to own our life. You're going to have to fight for your life right now. Okay.
Yeah, I am.
Okay. But, I know that you're going to do it because I see it, but it's not going to be easy, baby. And, but please don't give up. Please don't give up. And you can fight for it and fight for your life. And I promise you right now, I fought for mine. And I'm at the tail end of where you're at. And look at me. I'm doing good. I'm doing kind of good. I'm working on it. I'm getting there every day. And I'm being really kind and patient with myself because it's really freaking hard. But I'm so glad that I got out of it. And you know what? I had to kind of lose a lot to gain a lot. And I didn't know what I was gaining, but I know what I couldn't live with anymore.
Right.
Okay.
Well, thank you, Angel, for tuning
Thank
in
you.
with us and being part of our show again. And the honor
Thank
to
you.
connect with your mother.
Thanks.
Let us know, Angel. Touch back in with us. Let us know what happens, okay?
Okay. Okay. Hanging in there. I think we got room for one more reading to do. I want to end.
I don't know if I'm meeting my 5-minute quota, Joseph.
I just let you go, So it's all right. It's all right. We help a lot of people. Kristen, you're
All that matters.
it's spiritual counseling too. And when you do your readings, you go into the counseling part of things, and it's helping people. And when I see how you're affecting people and helping them, I'm not going to cut you off.
I know. I could not stop what's coming out of my mouth if I tried.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
I just.
In fact, if I didn't share it, it would be in my brain, and I would have to track her down and tell her. It's like that.
I know. That's why I let you go. I know you enough. So.
Thank you.
But if anybody wants a detailed reading with Kristen, you can message her on Facebook, and she's wonderful, and you can be an hour with her. You can also message me, or you can go to my website or Our Journey of Life too as well. And just go ahead and pick one more person. It's about 20 after. I like to wrap up at 9:30.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's gonna be number one this time, and the number one person here. Everybody gets shuffled around, but I have a Deanna. Deanna, is she still here? There she is. I'm gonna bring her on the stream. Hi, Deanna.
Hi, Deanna.
Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you.
Have you been on the show before? Or is this
No.
the first time? Okay.
First time.
Welcome. Where are you calling from?
I'm also calling from Staten Island.
Staten Island. Okay, we're popular. How'd you hear about the show?
So my friend had shared it with me. Shared just the event, and I saw it, and I just hop in.
Welcome.
See, guys, share our events. Share our events. It helps us. It helps them. Healing.
Yes,
Thank you. Thanks for coming on, Deanna.
sure.
Well, how can we help you tonight?
There are a couple people I was looking to connect with, a friend, a grandparent. So just
We have a female friend,
not a female friend.
male friend?
Yeah.
Okay. I want you to focus on, and you said your grandparents as well?
Yes.
Focus on them, invite them in. Imagine this loving bridge to heaven as you see them coming into here. And imagine what they would say to you when they talk to you. Oh, I heard a bell go off.
Oh, sorry.
And it's
No,
okay.
I like the bell. Actually, that bell was good for me.
An angel got its wings. You know,
Yes.
it's perfect on here. You know, I see the Statue of Liberty, and sometimes I go to Ancestry on the Statue of Liberty. And I don't know if it's your grandparents or great-grandparents,
Okay.
but who came over through the Statue of Liberty? Anybody from Europe at the time that you recall?
Yeah, it would have been from Europe.
Okay. Is this great-grandparents or your grandparents?
It would have been a great grandparent generation.
Anybody like Salvador or Sal in the family, for instance, or anything, or S, somebody with an S name?
Sam is one of my grandparents.
Sam is one. There we go. Not Salvador, but it's Sam. Now, do you know if he came over through there?
No,
Okay. Anybody in his family or anything came through there?
his parents.
His parents. Okay. This is is your grandfather passed, Sam, by the way?
Yes.
All right. So he's showing me a little of the ancestry, and he's showing me his parents who came over. I don't know if it's from Italy, but came over from Italy, came to the Statue of Liberty. They're on the registry. Your grandfather showed me New York City as well, working. Who lived in Brooklyn or anything like that?
He lived there.
He lived in Brooklyn. So he's telling me his life in Brooklyn. They were the Brooklyn Dodgers then. That's how I knew he lived in Brooklyn, because he watched the Brooklyn Dodgers. And your grandfather's really funny, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
And he just he loves you so much. And he said, thank you for thinking of him. And he says that he remembers when you were a little girl and special times. He says he wished he could have lived longer. And if he had to live longer, we could have had some more special times together. He said. Pennsylvania or something about the tri-state or anything like that. Anything there?
No, my cousin lives in Philadelphia. That's the only thing in.
Is this a granddaughter or grandson to your grandparents or anything like that?
Yeah, so that's Sam's other granddaughter.
There we go. So we have to mention the other granddaughter in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam is just that way. I have to say.
Yeah.
The friend that passed away, it was a male friend or anything like that.
Yeah.
Did he go into some depression or sadness or anything like that?
No.
Okay. Who was a counselor? Who worked with people or anything? Is there anybody in the family or anything works counseling or anything?
I'm a lawyer, so that could be.
So you're okay. So when he calls you the counselor, then you're a lawyer. I have a hard time reading attorneys too.
Sorry.
All right. So maybe he's talking about you then, as a counselor, as an attorney, and I just have him laughing so hard for some reason.
Yeah.
Anything go through his system or anything like that? How he passed away, maybe through the blood or anything on that with him? Because I feel like something has happened with him. Is it very sick or anything like that traveled through his body?
No, it was sudden.
It was sudden. Okay. Let me back up. I have somebody who was sick, something traveled through their blood. Anybody in the family that you can recall to? Aneurysm, maybe, stopped the heart or anything like that, but it had to be with the bloodstream.
An aneurysm?
Aneurysm, yeah.
Yeah. So that friend had an aneurysm as well.
The one we're talking about?
Yeah.
All right. So this is what he's telling me about. He's talking about his aneurysm. He said he was a walking time clock.
Okay.
On here. And even though it was sudden for his death, he just said that when he was alive, he was full of life. But he kind of knew his life was short for some reason.
Okay.
But he just wanted to say thank you for thinking of him. And he loves you with all his heart.
Okay. That's very nice. He was the life of the party, so.
Yeah, and that's how he's coming through.
Yeah.
I want to gift you my book too. If you message me online, I'll be happy to
Sure,
send
sure.
to heaven.
Thank you.
And I'm going to bring Kristen on for you. These men in spirit likes to flirt with her and come to her. So,
Yes, but not him.
No,
No. Is he a flirt? He's not a flirt.
not a flirt, just like fun.
He's not at all. So let me tell you. So I'm going to just, again, I'm very new. They only talk to me when Joseph's around. I've never talked to a ghost a spirit without Joseph there. And I'm only going to, we have some other important stuff to talk about. But as far as your friend, okay, so it's interesting what he's showing me, but he's showing me that he was very, okay, I do see a kind of a responsible. He's actually showing me that he's really like he was stable in his emotions. Like he wasn't this crazy unstable person, but he was just this solid guy.
Yeah.
Really, you could count on him. And like he's showing me this. Okay, so he's showing me like his energy was very even keeled and like soothing and comforting and just like kind and really just a good person, like a really good guy. She's like a really good guy. He's not showing me, like he's not flirting with me. Whereas I have been flirted with. He's right, but he is not flirting with me because he wouldn't do that.
No.
That's not who he was. But he is showing me that he was friendly, but he was friendly because he was the type of guy that everyone liked. Like no one had a problem with him. No one had any issues. He didn't have this like opinionated thing about him. He was just this like super stable, cool guy. And I don't want to say that he was like dorky because he wasn't, but he also didn't have the swag that some of the other guys have.
Yeah.
Right?
No, a little bit dorky.
A little lanky. Okay, fine. I didn't want to say it.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, I see a little, but he's like, but like not like that kind of dork. He's like, it was like that kind of dork. I was like smart. Like I was like an intellectual. Like, so I wasn't that guy who's like, hey, what's up? I was just like that good guy, like the friend zone guy. He's like, I was like the friend zone guy. I was in the friend zone, you know? And he didn't have that like charming thing, but he's like, but I was stable. He's like, I would have made a phenomenal like husband. That's what he's saying. So, he's just, I think he's letting me know that like, he's there, like he loves you, like he cares about you. And you guys had like your energy was really calm with his energy. Like y'all's energy was good. Like you guys were like really good friends, like together. Like he did not take your energy and you didn't take his. This was an even relationship between the two of you. And you guys spent a lot of beautiful time together, like loving each other as like, I don't know if he was your best friend, but like as super cool people do then when they get around each other. Right. And you know, I see like a really solid friendship there. So that's what I see from him. Now, moving on, because we have other stuff to talk about. Okay. I do feel that you feel kind of alone. Right? Yeah. There is a difference between feeling alone and being lonely. No, being alone and feeling lonely. Okay. So what I would like you to do is when I pull this card, I know that I've worked through my loneliness, which means I'm not allowing the loneliness to like affect me. I'm alone and I'm trying to make peace with being alone and I'm going to be okay with that. So I want to make sure that you're working on feeling that way, that you know, you're not lonely, but that you're making peace with being alone. It's okay to be alone. It's not okay to feel lonely. Okay. There's a difference. So if you're feeling lonely, I want you to work on that. I want you to find some peace there because that will affect every decision you make, every relationship that you have, every friendship that you have, because when we're feeling lonely, we tend to not be ourselves and we tend to not make decisions based on how we truly feel inside. Now, also, I don't see you anymore. Joseph, where did she go?
No, I'm here.
Okay, Deanna, I see that you're exhausted, babe. You're exhausted. Okay, you're really, 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 really tired and you're overworked and you're a little like overstressed and there's a lot of things going on, probably personal, but definitely professional, that's draining your soul's life force. Okay, so you cannot live in a soul draining environment. Now, that doesn't mean, okay, forget it, I'm going to go quit my job. That is not what has to happen. But we do have to find how to fill that cup back up. So you do have to find where that happiness comes from, where that that joy comes from.
Mhm.
And so going to work and then going straight home and then going to work and then going straight home, you ain't finding it there and missing your friend, right? So you got to reach out. You need to go to meetups. You need to find someone. Bumble has a friends list. Bumble has a best friends list. And I've met some super cool chicks on Bumble, okay? Because you need a network of girls
Mhm.
that you can hang with, or boys, but someone who's going to feed your soul a little bit and do something dumb but healthy. You know, you're just alone right now. Another thing that's happening is in your environment, you're feeling kind of suppressed. And again, I'm probably going back to a work situation.
Mhm.
You're probably in a dominantly male environment.
Mhm.
And sometimes we have to go through stuff like that. And you might have some energy around you that's really kind of like suppressing your soul again,
Mhm.
which, you know, we can be around people and situations that suppress our souls as long as A, we know it.
Mhm.
B, we have a solution, meaning that when you leave there, you have that girl to call, you have that person to walk with, you have that someone to go to the mall with, you have someone to walk your dogs with, and you don't have that. And that's what's happening. So you've lost your balance.
Okay.
So you're just exhausted, right? You have nothing filling your cup. Last thing, we have some mind split going on. I know Joseph's trying to wrap me up. We have, you know, so we have the mind split. So like the mind is struggling right now with where you're at in your life and causing you some pain. So again, girl, you got to reach out. Okay, you're actually a very creative person, and you are not creating anything right now because it's fine. You have made this choice. You are moving forward. You have a plan and a future, but you have got to find a creative outlet for your soul. People who create things, go to meetup, find some people who are like you that are going to feed your soul, baby, because you need to experience a little more of life, like the raindrops and the dogs outside and I don't know, coffee with a cute person, whatever, stuff like that. Right. And then you got to deal with work. It's true, but work can't be your whole life.
Right.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, thank you, Deanna.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Okay.
Okay. That was fun. I'm getting better. I mean, I see them, Joseph. They come and talk to me.
I want you to go ahead and do your closing.
Oh, I'm gonna get closed. Let me ding my bell. Let me ding it. Guys, take a breath, okay? We have an entire week to get through. And you know what? I'll be honest. I had a kind of a bad day. I had a bad day. Even Monday, I was able to meditate through my bad day. Today, I just struggled. And I was like, how am I even going to do my show tonight? And you know what? I feel so much better connecting with you guys and connecting with your loved ones. And this is what I meant from Deanna is like, find this in your life. Like, I need to find this in my life. And that's why I just want to do this full time, because if I could feel like this all the time, I mean, sign me up. So I want to let you know that if that's not happening in your life, find it. Don't just live day by day by day by day, tired and like not happy. Find that stuff that's filling your cup. Find the light. I don't know where you're going to find it, but don't stop until you find it, and don't settle for mediocrity, because the world is beautiful out there. And if you're not seeing that beauty because the world's kind of slapping you in the face, find it, fight for it. Okay. I'm going to ding my bell on that note. Okay. And if you did not get a reading this week, please come on next week. Please share with your friends. I'll get better at my timing. Maybe if Spirit lets me. You can talk to Spirit.
You share about your show on Monday.
Oh, I have a show on Monday, guys, if you want to check it out. A lot of it is these spiritual topics that we talk about because we need this spiritual food, you know, to make us feel better. I need it to make me feel better. So it's really selfish reasons, but come to the show. I also do readings. So for the most part, I do readings in and out. So come get your readings. If you want a reading on my show, I actually will pick one person that I do a main reading for, and then I'll read several people afterwards. But email me. It's Kristen.onetribe.world@gmail.com. Kristen.onetribe.world@gmail.com. Email me and I will get you on the show. So it's not like we're randomly reading. If you get a hold of me, I'll make sure you get on. I have a list going and I'll just pick you. Okay. So I'll see you on Mondays. I'll see you on Wednesdays. Me and Joseph are meeting on Friday to get all of our workshops together so that we can send them to you. Okay. So that everyone will feel better.
And I have on the ticker, I have your email address on the ticker. So
thank you, Joseph.
It's going on. And I'm going to change. I'm going to change the ticker for me, ourjourneyoflife.com. If
Oh,
anyone
look at you, all so fancy.
session with me, you can reach me there as well. And I also have my banner up with all my books, cards, and meditation CDs that I have. I do workshops all over the place. So just register for my newsletters and you can check out my workshops. I want to thank everybody for joining us. We'll be here every Wednesday, and we look forward to seeing you again next week.
I'm going to ding my bell. Wait for it, Joseph.
Namaste.
Namaste. No name. I'll tell you guys what that means at one day. No name. No name.